overview. Everyone, myself Sahana, presently studying in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, branch of ISC, and today I'm going to speak about on the topic of questionnaire design for designing effective questionnaires and the introduction part of questionnaire design. That is, questionnaires are vital tools for collecting data. Effective questionnaire designs ensures reliable and valid responses. Understanding the principles of questionnaires design is essential for the researchers. This is the part of the introduction of the questionnaire design. Next, defining the purpose of how the questionnaire design will be part. That is, it clearly define the objectives of the questionnaire. It understanding the purpose helps in formulating relevant questions, and it is a well-defined purpose guides the overall design and analysis. And it is a golden circle. That is why, what do you do, and how do you do, and next what the hell do you do. You can see the picture of defining the purpose of questionnaire design. And next is identifying the target audience of the questionnaire design part. That is identifying that who will be answering for the questionnaires. That is how to identify the questionnaire part of and how to be answered. Next, tailoring questions to the target audience improves engagement. And next, understanding the demographics can influence the questions wording and format. This is how to identify the target audience of the questionnaire part design. And next, how the question types to be asked. That is, it uses a mix of closed and open-ended questions for the compressive data, and it closes the questions facilitate easier analysis and quantification. And it is a open-ended questions can provide richer qualitative insights. And this is how there are the two types, closed questions and open questions, to be asked for the questionnaire design part. And the closed questions, that is, objectives of closed questions to be, that is to confirm the facts, and it's clear up the questions, and it's clear the confusions or narrow the focus of closed questions. And open questions are, there are three types of open questions. That is to get the facts, and to get the feelings and perspectives, and to be thought the provoking good for creative potentials. These are the types of how to the question types of the questionnaire designs. And next, wording of questions, and it uses clear and concise language to avoid confusion, and it avoids jargon or complex phrases that may confuse respondents, and it ensures questions are neutral to prevent bias in the responses. This is the wording of questions of the questionnaire design. And next, question and order to flow. That is, start with the easy, engaging questions to capture interest, and it is similar topics to maintain the logical flow and coherence in the group. And it uses the transitions between the sections to guide respondents smoothly. And this is how to the and how the questions to be order and flow in a order of the questionnaire part. And the next, the response options are, it provides balanced response options to avoid skewed data. It ensures response scales are appropriate for the type of questions. Includes an other option when applicable to the captured diver views. It includes the other option to capture the diver views. And you can see the picture of order response options. It is a strongly disagree and disagree, neutral, agree, and strongly agree, and next very dissatisfied and never and not at all. These are all how to respond the options and order response options of the questionnaire part design. And next, pilot testing. It conducts pilot testing to identify potential issues in the questionnaire. Feedback from the pilot testing can highlight ambiguous questions. Next, revising based on pilot result increases the reliability of the final questionnaire design part, and you can see the pilot testing, that is how it will be tested. And next, length and time considerations of the questionnaire part design, and it keeps the questionnaire concise to prevent the respondent fatigue. And next, it aims for the completion time that is responsible for the target audience, and it is a shorter questionnaire often yields higher response rates. And you can see the questionnaire design from objectives what to ask, and from what to ask it is working question, and it's wording questions, and from format response, from length, and from length to arrange the questions. And the objectives are maximize the participations rate, obtain accurate relevant information. And next, from object to what to ask, that is dependent variables, independent variables, confiding variables. And from wording questions, it will goes to format response. And wording questions are use short and simple sentence, and ask for only one piece of information at a time, and avoid negatives of possible, ask precise questions. And levels of details and sensitive themes. And from wording question, it will goes to format response, that is open ended and close ended, these are the two types. And from format response, it will goes to length of the considerations, that is balance compressives with time to respondent fatigue cost. And from length to, it will go to arranging the question at last, from the general to particular, from easy to difficult. And next, good use of arrows and boxes to clarify. And next, this is about the length and time consideration of the questionnaire design part. You can see the picture of questionnaires, and next what to ask, and wording questions, and next format response and length, and from length to how at last arranging the questions of length and time consideration part. And next is ethical considerations. Next, inform respondents about the purpose and use of their data, ensure confidentiality and anonymity to protect respondent privacy, obtain consent from participants before collecting data. This is about how the ethical considerations will happen of the questionnaire part design, and you can see the picture. Next, analyzing and interpreting data. It develops a clear plan for analyzing the data collected, use appropriate statistical methods for quantitative data. Next, qualitative data may require the thematic analysis for interpretations. And you can see the quantitative data, that how it will be used for analyzing and interpreting the data of questionnaire design part. And next, conclusion and best practices of the questionnaire design for designing the effective questionnaires. That is, it effective questionnaires design in its critical for successful data collection. For the purpose of successful data collection, it will be effectively designed. And next, it is regularly revive and update questionnaires based on the feedback and findings. Based on the feedback and findings, it will be update the questionnaire part design. And it continuous learning and adaptations will enhance future questionnaire design. For the continuous learning, it will be enhance the future questionnaire design part for the learning purpose. This is about the conclusion and best practices. And you can see the questionnaire design tips, that how it can be used. Thank you everyone.